solve 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. It means you have to find the solution of this equation. That means you have to find the value of this x for which this equation holds true. To solve this, the first step will be to transpose minus 3 to the right hand side. So this becomes 2x is equal to 7 plus 3. If you solve it, you get 2x is equal to 10. Now, we want on the LHS only x, right? Think what can we do so that we have only x, that is the variable x on the left hand side. The first thing that should come in your mind is that we should divide both the LHS and the RHS by 2. And why both the sides? Because we have to maintain the equality, right? So if you divide both the LHS and the RHS by 2, this becomes 2x divided by 2 is equal to 10 divided by 2, right? Now, if you solve this, this is actually what? 2 times x divided by 2 times 1 is equal to, if you divide 10 by 2, you get 5. Now, this can be written as 2 divided by 2 times x divided by 1 is equal to 5. 2 divided by 2 means what? You'll get 1. You are left here with x by 1 is equal to 5. X by 1 is what? X only. So you get x is equal to 5. In the next problem, we have x by 3 plus 5 by 2 is equal to minus 3 by 2. Now, on the LHS, we want only the variable x because we have to find the value of x. We need only x. So the first step will be that since this is an addition, so if we take 5 by 2, if we transpose 5 by 2 to the RHS, this becomes x by 3 is equal to minus 3. Since this is minus 3 by 2, we know that if we have p rational number is written in this form, where minus is in the middle, either we can write it like this, minus p over q, or we can write it like this, p minus q. All these three means the same. Mostly we write it in this form, that is the minus sign goes with the numerator. So this becomes minus 3 over 2 and minus this minus 5 over 2. Okay, now x divided by 3, this becomes, the denominators are the same, therefore write 2 here, minus 3 minus 5. Okay, so you get x by 3 is equal to minus 8 by 2. Now, if you solve this, x divided by 3 is equal to, keep the minus sign, for a moment forget the minus sign. If you divide 8 by 2, what will you get? You'll get 4 as a quotient, so write 4 and put the minus sign here. Whenever you are dividing the numerator and the denominator, you simply ignore the, if there is only one minus sign, so your number is going to be negative, right? If in the numerator you have minus sign and even in the denominator you have minus sign, then your outcome will be positive. If you have only either in the numerator, if numerator is negative, denominator is positive, you're going to get a negative number. If your numerator is positive but denominator is negative, even in that case you'll get minus number, right? So that is important. Now, this is x by 3 is equal to minus 4. If we multiply both the LHS and the RHS by 3, then we'll maintain the equality first thing, and if we multiply with 3, x by 3 times 3 is equal to minus 4 times 3, right? And if you see here, this can be written as x times 3, and this is what, 3 times 1 is equal to minus 4 times 3 is what? Minus 12. This is x times 3, so we can write it as 3 times x. How? Commutativity of multiplication of rational numbers, of any number, sorry, not rational number, of any number. That says if a times b, then this is equal to b times a. This is commutative property. So 3 times x divided by 3 times 1 is equal to minus 12. If you solve it, you get 3 divided by 3 times x divided by 1 is equal to minus 12. 3 divided by 3 means what? 1. And this is x is equal to minus 12. So this is a solution of this equation. If you want to cross check it, what you can do is you can simply put this number here and you can check if you want to check. Okay, so if I'll show you. So we get x is equal to minus 12. This is x, sorry, if you put the minus 12 here, so this is minus 12 divided by 3 plus 5 divided by 2. Solving this should come equal to this one if the calculated value of x is correct. So if you solve this, you have to add two rational numbers. The denominators are different, so you'll take LCM of 3 and 2. The LCM of 3 and 2 will be what? 6. So if you need the denominator 6 in this case, write 6 here, divide 6 by 3, you get 2 as a quotient, so this becomes minus 12 times 2 plus, if you need 6 in the denominator in this one, write 6 here, divide 6 by 2, you get 3 as a quotient, therefore 5 times 3. Now this becomes minus 24 divided by 6 plus 15 divided by 6, right? Now, this. If you solve this, you get 6 as the denominator and minus 24 plus 15. Minus 24 plus 15 means what? Minus 9 over 6. If you find the highest common factor of 9 and 6, you'll get 3. Divide 9 by 3, you get 3. And divide 6 by 3, you get 2. So your number is minus 3 by 2. And you can see here, we are getting the same result, right? Solve 15 by 4 minus 7x is equal to 9. Now since we want to find the value of x, and here this is minus sign, what we can do is if we transpose minus 7x to the right hand side, again we have to transpose minus 7x. This can be written as like, this is actually what? 15 by 4 plus minus 7x, right? Is there any difference in this one? No. If outside the bracket is plus, inside is minus, it will come as minus 1. So minus 7x is equal to 9, right? Now, if you transpose minus 7x to the right hand side, since it has minus sign, it will become plus, right? So this is 15 by 4 is equal to 9 plus 7x, right? Now, if we transpose now 9 to the left hand side, this becomes 15 by 4 minus 9 is equal to 7x. Because we want to find a solution of this equation, that means you have to find the value of x. That means either on the left hand side or on the right hand side, you need just the variable x. And we'll do anything, perform any operation to reach to that point. Okay, so this is 15 by 4 minus 9. If you solve this, you get, this is 4. So this becomes 15 minus 9 times 4 is equal to 7x. This gives you 15 minus 36, 4 is equal to 7x. And this is minus 21 by 4 is equal to 7x, right? Now we have 7x here and we have minus 21 by 4 on the left hand side. We need only x on the right hand side. So what we will do is we will simply divide both the sides by 7. So this becomes minus 21 by 4. Since this is a rational number, so if you divide this by 7, you write it like this, and this is 7x divided by 7. Now this 7 can be written as what? 7 by 1. Is there any difference? Now we know that this is also now a rational number, this is also now a rational number. When we divide both the two rational numbers or two fractional numbers, then we simply invert and multiply. So if we solve this, we get minus 21 by 4 times 1 by 7 is equal to 7x by 7 means what? X only. Okay, so this becomes minus 21 times 1 and 4 times 7 is equal to x. You get minus 21 divided by 28 is equal to x. Now if you see the number 21 and 28, is there any highest common factor? Well, the answer is yes, there is a highest common factor, and the highest common factor is 7. Since in the numerator we have minus sign, so of course our number is going to come as minus only. Now divide 21 by 7, you get 3. Divide 28 by 7, you get 4 as a quotient, and this is actually x. So either, now you will say that, hey, in this case x is on the right hand side, doesn't matter. Now you can write it like this, x is equal to minus 3 by 4. Okay, you can write it like this. Even in this position also, right, when you were here, even in this case, you can write it like 7x is equal to minus 21 by 4. It makes no difference. Once you have taken this minus 7x to the right hand side, then after reaching to this point you can write it like this. But anyhow, if you want to solve in this way, you can solve. Then finally when you reach to this point, you can write it like this, x is equal to minus 3 by 4. Right? We need only value, and you can cross check it by putting this value here.